Chase, we talked all about how Aaron Rodgers is holding up a lot of the quarterback market, and we touched on Russell Wilson really quickly there, but I kind of want to go back to it because we did spend so much time during the season talking about Russ in Pittsburgh, and at one point it looked brilliant. It was a genius move. And now it appears that the Pittsburgh Steelers really want to shut the door on that they don't want to bring him back. As we know, they tried to keep Justin Fields. There was a point where I think you and I were discussing on the show too. I think there were some people in Pittsburgh that wanted Russell. There were some people that wanted Justin. I always sensed it was Justin anyways. It was always going to be Justin. But they lost out, right? Justin went to the New York Jets. He's now their starting quarterback. So with the teams that are left here, like how are you seeing the Russell Wilson market?
Yeah. Do you think before we get into that, because I think it's I just thought about this. Do you think Tomlin regrets using the trump card that he had to start Russell Wilson above Justin Fields because maybe it made Justin Fields feel a certain type of way and didn't want to resign? Now they have no one. Think about that. That seems like the factor. Now I know the money, right? With Fields got $30 million guaranteed. That's got to play a big deal though, right?
Well, first of all, I don't think Mike Tomlin doesn't strike me as a regrettable type of dude. Like, I don't think he's sitting there smoking a cigar going, man, if I just played the hot hand of Justin and didn't take that risk. I don't imagine that. But I think a lot of these quarterback situations that we're talking about today on the show have a little bit of cause and effect on each door number one, door number two, door number three, And so I think with this situation, I still think he did the right thing for the team at that moment to see what Russell had. And there was a moment where it was working.
Yeah, until it didn't. Justin was 4-2. It's like the first time a guy's been benched for winning 4 of the first 6 games in a long time. I mean, I get it.
The only thing that bothered me about that situation, and we talked about it when it happened, was I loved the confidence that was building for Justin after Chicago, right? And Pittsburgh was building that for him, and he was on his way. And then you rip that from him in their own version to play Russ, and you just wonder if a lot of the mental, emotional part of this was the factor in New York where it's like, you know what? I just want to start fresh with an organization where I am the one.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game of back and forth and who knows why they played Russ and, you hear this, you hear that.
Yeah.
And
the $30 million guaranteed helped too.
You think?
Yeah. But to answer your question about the Russ market, I don't know. I have no idea where he should go. Browns, okay, for what? You're going to draft a quarterback or, you draft Travis. I don't know. Kevin Stefanski to be good. I think the Giants, Dayball, you're going to hitch your wagon to Russ, and that's not trying to look. I want to be respectful in Russ, and I just don't know if he can lead the Giants to the playoffs. And then for me, what does it say? What does it say about Russell Wilson, who has Super Bowl pedigree, that all these teams need quarterbacks, and you're not their first, second, third, or fourth choice? Like a Sam Darnold. Signs had a great year. Justin Fields, who you beat out and you started week 7, they wanted you back, and then he gets $30 million guaranteed. And now the Steelers want Aaron Rodgers. Why all of a sudden do the team that you were on, and I think we need to pay attention to this, the Steelers, you're their 4th option. Why? I cannot tell you, because the play on the field wasn't bad. Is it the locker room stuff? Is it the off the field stuff? I don't know why that is the case.
Well, we saw Seattle, we saw the end there, then we saw in Denver, and his relationship with Sean Payton was not great. And in Pittsburgh, I think, look, he went 10-7. They lost in the wild card. It wasn't awful, but we don't know what the dynamic was with these players. This is a strong foundation of a team, right? You got the Cam Haywards, you got the Minka Fitzpatricks, you got Watt, you've got these tough core dudes that you have to wonder, what was that all like in the locker room? Was he the right fit for them? And look, I haven't heard anything around the league where people have shared with me that Russell's a cancer or
No.
he's a prob. I never get that. I always get like he's a really hard worker. And I do think there is some celebrity with him. He's married to a beautiful
married
star.
to Sierra.
Right? They live a different life than, let's just say, Justin Fields. Right? They live a different life than Sam Darnold.
No
Shout
doubt.
out Sam Darnold's girlfriend, who's adorable and very cool. But, you know, it's just, I think sometimes you have to look at it like that. What is life off the field for them? And what challenges
So how do
do
you
they
see
have?
this whole situation shaking out with Russ? Because I have heard zero about him.
Well, he visited with the Cleveland Browns. I think they're interested. I think they're poking around on that to see how that could shape and how does that affect what they're going to do in the draft.
Would that
Right.
That's my next question. Would that take him out of the draft?
Right? It makes you wonder if they sign one of these veteran quarterbacks that's available. Right? You have Joe Flacco who's available.
Flacco.
I don't get the sense that they're going back down that road. It could happen, but I don't have any intel that says that marriage is coming back together. They had the opportunity to do that last year. They did not do that. So, you know what I mean? Like, why go back again after, like, he had that success with them 2 years ago? They don't do it last year, and now they're going to do it again.
I feel like they didn't do it last year because the Deshaun Watson factor. This is not a factor anymore.
How crazy is that, by the way? Like, take a step back. Like, we're not even considering Deshaun in any of this anymore. Yet he's there,
Man.
making
I
so
don't
much
know if he'll
money.
be healthy.
No, he's not going to be.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm telling you he's not. Wait, is there a report that he's healthy?
No, not at all.
Oh, yeah, he's not going to be healthy.
No.
So, do they bring Russ in? Like, what does that look like in a Kevin Stefanski offense? Russell Wilson?
I think it, yeah. I don't know. Run game, fits his style, under center, play action, move. But, you know,
So you don't hate it.
I'm just trying to figure out where he's going to go. I'd rather him in Cleveland than New York.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, we'll see where Flacco. I think Flacco is going to probably get a little bit more interest than Russell in the end here. I think Minnesota has Flacco on the back burner. They're keeping an eye on that. I think that the New York Giants, they obviously brought Flacco in to meet with him to talk about that. So we'll see where this shakes out. But I mean, what if Russ just doesn't play this year? I mean, or just does the Aaron Rodgers thing and just waits it out, right? We all know camp comes, somebody goes down, you become the most important, valuable person out there.
I talked to Russell
Where did you
last
see
week.
him?
Saw him at, our kids go to school together, and they play in the same Little League together. So we're on the same field, Little League opening day. He's out there supporting his kid. Love that. We talked, chatted 10 minutes. He wants to play. Like, there's no sitting out. That's the sentiment I got. I mean, he actually said that, but
Yeah,
he wants to
so
play.
competitive.
Yeah,
I love
I
that-
can't
I love that
imagine him sitting this out.
I love that I'm talking about like it's Russell Wilson living this superstar Hollywood life, and you're like, oh yeah, I live in the same town. So in other words, Chase, you're living the
Okay.
superstar Hollywood life.
No, I am not. No, our kids go to the same school. That is it.
We will see where it goes. I look, I think my takeaway from you on this is a great point of what does the league know that we don't. Thanks for tuning into Scoop City. If you want to hear more, make sure you like and subscribe. We drop our new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.